Pokopia really waited until the last minute to finally tell us when the new DLC would be dropping. We finally have the date. It was announced yesterday and it was August 5th, but we have now got an extended trailer of everything that is coming with this update. I've gone through everything with a fine-tooth comb and hopefully I've picked out most of the new things and I'm going to share it with you today. Let's get into it. So first off, we have our very first Pokemon. This is Manaphy, and they are going to be the one that teaches us how to dive. This Pokemon is so adorable, and I think they've done a really good job with them in the game. But that is not the only new Pokemon coming. If you purchase the paid DLC expansion pass, then you will gain access to the Bubbly Basin, which we already knew, but we now know that Poplio will be one of the first Pokemon we meet there. Again, another really cute water type. We are also going to be getting Mudkip as displayed from this little habitat. Corsola will also be coming as displayed in the trailer. We did see a sneak peek of this from a Twitter post that was made as well. Corphish is also going to be there, which makes perfect sense given that they are kind of a crab lobster type Pokemon. Carvanha is also displayed in this little picture here with the buoyancy blocks that I'll explain more later. And on the left hand side, Buizel is also here as well. They also made quite a big deal about Chinchou's arrival when it comes to lighting up Bubbly Basin as well. This one is super cute. It might be the cutest out of all of them, in my opinion. We have a couple more Pokemon in this snapshot as well. We have Luminion. We also have both variations of Frillish. So we've got the blue and the pink version. And then is that just what we're going to get for Sharknado in the back? I hope not. As we move into kind of getting into the depths of the area, it looks like we have Lantern here who is going to light up the way for us, which is pretty cool. I have also heard that we are going to be getting the Starmie evolution line and Staryu, etc. So this is probably a big hint towards that. To me, this looks like one of the plush that we would visit with Drifloon. We also got a very quick snapshot at Totodile as well. Love them, so they're a great addition too. And I think it's only fitting that we have Delmise in here as well. I mean, it's an anchor, perfect place for them to be at the bottom of the ocean. The only Pokemon I've seen so far in the trailer that I'm not excited for is this one. This is Golosopod. I know some of you will probably like them, but I don't know if they necessarily fit the vibe. But hey, they are a bug/water Pokemon. And then it looks like we have a Sharpedo here, so we're not just going to have that mechanical thing. Oh no, there is the actual Pokemon. In this kind of little outro thing, we also saw another Pokemon who is perfect for underwater. We have Primarina as well, the kind of mermaid inspired. Absolutely wonderful. Love that one. So that's pretty much all of the new Pokemon that were in the extended trailer. Let me know if there's anyone that you would like to see. I personally would have loved to see Horsey in this, but we'll see if there are any more. I'm sure there will be. Let me know which one is your favorite out of them all. But let's get into furniture items because that is something I'm very passionate about. So a lot of the kind of furniture they showed in the very beginning in the free software update was just stuff that we had seen before because I don't think that a lot of the furniture is going to come with that. Unfortunately, it wasn't until we got into the Bubbly Basin when we started seeing the new stuff. One of the first things that jumped out at me was, of course, this white picket fence. Absolutely love that. I think that's really adorable. And some more fencing options are definitely appreciated in the game. Fingers crossed we can recolor that. Another thing that stood out straight away was the pink blocks. They kind of look like a stone block, but they have that pink color. I'm wondering whether this is going to be some type of coral. There is also kind of a hollow kind of iridescent style brick down here as well, which appears to be new. And also the roof, that is a new roof with kind of the more scalloped edge to it, which is nice. I think the rest of the kind of blocks that they've used in this area do appear to be kind of reused. There is a new planter in this snapshot, but we'll look into that more a bit closer later, and it's much prettier up close. And then on this snapshot, interestingly, we have another new apparent fence, which is this kind of arching one, which I quite like the look of that one. I feel like it kind of could be nice in a few different colors, and it's quite low down, so we'll see about that. We also have another new block here, which if you look at it, it looks like sediment stripes. So we've got the blue stripes and then the orange stripes, and then there's kind of like what looks like stars in here as well. So not sure what that is going to be about. And on the right hand side, it looks like we have more of kind of an Asian, Chinese, Japanese style influence in some of these blocks over here. So it looks like there's a window, there's also some lanterns, and the kind of detail block underneath. I don't think we have that already in the game. It looks like it might kind of match that whole set that's going on. When we got a close-up and we met Poplio, this is when we saw some of the vines. I don't know if I can really class those as seaweed. They don't really look like seaweed. I don't know what they're going to be called. Maybe they are seaweed. But we also have the coral kind of like little, they're like mini geysers, I guess. I'm sure they have a more scientific name for them, but that's what I'm going to call them. And this looks like a different kind of colorway, or kind of because it's daylight time, maybe you can see a different look at that block which has the stripes in it. I think that's just because it's a different time of day that it's got that color on it. Perhaps there is kind of two versions, but my mind goes to thinking that that's going to be some sort of rare ore, hopefully, because it reminds me of the Pokemetal ores. I said we would get another snapshot or closer bit at that planter. Absolutely love this planter, and I love that we're going to be able to put more variation in it. I was a bit sad that we can't actually color the brick one that we already have in the game, so it's nice that they're giving us more options. I believe these bricks, I've never colored them in this colorway, but the pink bricks, I don't know, maybe they will be something new, but they kind of look like they could have just been colored from what we've already got in the game. There is so many bricks, so I do forget what's what. This was another snapshot, kind of close up of some of the corals that we kind of have featured in this trailer, and I love all of the colors. They look really vibrant and nice, and lots of different shapes and sizes and things to experiment with. I'm going to be intrigued to see if we can kind of plant these above ground as well. I'm guessing we will be able to. And yes, we are getting more flowers. It's not just the coral, the seaweed, this beautiful flower kind of has like that purple center and then it fades out. Really, really pretty. I believe this comes in other colors. I've seen a kind of a yellowy one. You can just kind of see it behind the like logo in the top left, but this one is going to be a really, really nice alternative to some of the other flowers we have in the game. And then this is something that intrigued me. Can you see this like metal frame? I'm not sure what that is. It kind of looks like it's a bit of a jungle gym, but we definitely don't already have that in the game. So I'm interested to see what that is all about. There is also the new lamp that you may have seen in the trailer or like the snippets that I've shown you already, but I forgot to mention about this. And I kind of like the drop effect of the lantern. That's quite pretty. And then something that they made quite a big deal about, because it is pretty cool, is the buoyant block. So this means you're going to be able to have like floating little platforms here and there, and then you're actually going to be able to kind of construct some of the prefab buildings here, which is going to be cool. And kind of, I'm loving the idea. It's like the reverse of having, or kind of the same, of having like floating islands, but you'll be able to have like floating platforms underwater. It's going to be really cute. I can't wait to see what people do with this. I know everyone's crazy talented, so I'm sure there will be lots of creativity with this one. Also in this snapshot, can you see there is the purple variation of those flowers as well that I mentioned earlier. When they finished the kind of cutscene for that buoyancy blocks, they also revealed to us this new house, which is very kind of mermaid inspired, but also got that Asian influence in it as well, which is a nice kind of mix. I really like the pink. Not sure about the red door though. If you know me, you know I'm not the biggest fan of red. When they showed off Chinchou to us, some of you would have already noticed this new bed. This is so cute. I love the kind of gingham pattern on it. And if you look just behind Chinchou, there's actually one of those lanterns, which I believe were hanging off the building. It looks like you're also going to be able to place them down as well. Also, when they were showing off Chinchou, they also showed off this bubble machine. I love that. It's going to be perfect for underwater. And if you look right up in the back there, it also looks like there's some kind of signage or sign up on the building. So I'm not sure what that's going to be about, whether that's going to be an alteration to kind of a painting. Maybe we're going to be able to display them singularly, or kind of maybe they're going to have dedicated signs now as well. In this shot, we also got another look at the bigger version of the house that was on the buoyancy block. And again, this is kind of a different colorway here. And it also looks like we have a new lantern on the right here, which is kind of hanging off the building. And it appears there is a curved roof to match with the scalloped kind of roofs that we already have, which is pretty cool. There's a lot here actually. There's a sign hanging off the house, which is adorable. Love those little details here. And this wooden platform, can you see how it's all like logs? So how does that work? And that also looks like a brand new staircase as well. I feel like all of the stairs we currently have in the game are pretty solid, so they've definitely been listening to some of our grumbles, I believe, on that one. There is also kind of a better look at some of the foliage here, so we've got some more seaweedy looking things, I would say personally. And I think that sign is also new. That looks different to the one we currently have in the game. So here we have a snapshot of some more of the houses as well. So we've got some different colors. We've got the yellow one. There's kind of a more plain looking one, like white and black, that looks like up there. And there is also some kind of a better look at that kind of curved roof. I'm about to lose my mind because I've just seen that there is a hanging flower basket. Absolutely no way. That is so cute. Oh, I need that. Oh, and of course, I forgot to mention that there is the dugong, I think it's dugong, the clock tower here as well, which I'm guessing is going to be one of those pre-made, you place it down type things, and then you have to build it. So here is the first set of new furniture, and it looks like this is going to be the kind of interior to the exterior that we've seen. So this set is made up of, we've got table and chairs, we've got those lights, we've also got like a little tea set, there is some plates here. It really feels like there's more decorative items with this set, which is good. You've got the round kind of shelf, which is quite similar to what we have in Animal Crossing. We've got the big dresser and obviously the dividers here and the bed. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if I've ever used this block in the game. That block potentially may be new, or it's just one that I haven't used yet. And then of course, what would underwater be without using the mermaid inspired items? So we have the mermaid inspired items. First off, here is that drape that I was talking about. So it's got a pearl on each edge and then the fabric in the middle. And then we've got a whole kind of mermaid interior bedroom set, I would say. We've got the wardrobe, there's like a little dresser here, there's a table, and there is also a shell bed as well. And then we moved inside as well, and here are some really cute items. So the cannon is something that we already have in the game. There is this crisscross rope section up here, which I don't know what that is all about. It looks like we have portholes. I don't believe we have them already, so I'm excited to see that. We've got this treasure chest. There is also a jewelry stand here, which is cute. It looks like this might be a coral lamp of some kind or a shell, or it could just be a piece of coral that they have placed down. I'm not sure on that one. There is also this kind of destroyed chest piece over here, which is interesting. And we also get another look at those lights which were hanging down that we saw earlier. So they really are definitely looking at those smaller pieces, which maybe is in feedback from what the players have said. I also just wanted to show this off because I didn't really kind of show it earlier, but this is kind of what the coral is going to look like when it's glowing at night. Beautiful, stunning. If you're in the dark, this is what it's going to look like. I mentioned the sign earlier, but here is another snapshot at that. I'm still undecided if this is just like something that we're going to be able to customize. I really hope it is. Really, really hope it is. And then in here, I believe these are some new items. The shelf item looks new, and also this kind of display cabinet, the drinks display cabinet, and this computer system. I don't remember seeing any of that before, so fingers crossed they are new. In this snapshot as well, it looks like there are some more new features here as well. We saw the plates again that we had already seen. Here is that hanging flower basket again, which looks like it's kind of like a terrarium style. And there is also a harp, which we definitely don't have in the game. It looks like the food items look pretty similar, but this drink looks a little bit different. That is on this table, and this table also looks different. So I'm intrigued by them as well. Hold up a minute. I also just noticed this as they were swimming by. Look at those windows. I'm pretty sure that is not what those windows do currently. Maybe it is. Maybe I've just not experimented, but I thought that they would just kind of go on a block. So I'm really intrigued by that because they're at kind of They're at kind of a diagonal kind of placement, which is really interesting. And I don't know how they've done that. Maybe I need to double check if that is possible in the game. Let me know if it is and whether I've just not tried it yet. At this point, we also saw something that we've not really seen before, and that is these kind of bubbly things, which kind of almost look a little bit like sea grape type things. So I wonder whether that's going to be something that we can actually forage. Oh, okay, this makes sense now. So we saw that drink earlier. This drink is going to be what's going to be created from this blender, I believe. I didn't see this on my first look. And we had the quickest ever snapshot at this room, which is, again, lots and lots of mermaid furniture. We've got that kind of shelf thing, again, the dressers. You've got the tea set up, some cookies there. A lot of this looks like things we've already seen. It does look like that's like a ship in a box of some kind. And I was right about there being a coral lamp. That's pretty cool. Is this clock new? I don't know if I recognize that, but if not, it's there in a different color. That's a ditto rug, which I believe we've already had. So a lot of this does look kind of similar to what we've already seen, but nice to see it in a different colorway. So yeah, that is all of the furniture, the new kind of items and bits that are coming with it as well, which is really exciting. And then at the end of that, we kind of got a sneak peek at what's coming in part 2, which is going to be coming late 2026. And this was where they went over the accessories debut. And essentially, we're going to be able to allow our Pokemon to wear accessories. I really hope that this is not just what that kind of part 2 is about. Because I don't know, if that's your main headline thing, I don't know if that would be enough to make me purchase it if I was on the fence, you know? But hopefully there are some cute kind of options with this. Maybe we'll see some new Pokemon as well and stuff like that. We already obviously saw one in the trailer as well. But they have made it quite clear a new town is not going to be added as part of part 2. And then we also did get an event announcement. So this is going to be free. So this is the fetching scales for Feebas event. And Feebas has come to town, and then we're going to have to collect prism scales. And there is a whole bunch of furniture here, which is super cute, perfect for summer. And this is going to run from August 13th until August 28th. So I'm definitely going to be playing this one. I love the rings, the kind of sand bed. That's so cute. The parasols. Oh, all of this furniture. Absolutely love this. The little basket, so cute. I think they did a great job with that. And then that was it. So that was everything we got in the extended trailer. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments. Let me know what your favorite thing about this is going to be. I'm very excited to play it now, and I didn't expect it to be so soon. So I am going to be rushing to do some prep.